Well, hello and welcome to the latest edition of Mick Geggus' Rock and Roll Campfire. And my special guest today is none other than my old mucker, going back millennia, the bass player from the Cockney Rejects, none other than Mr. Vinny Riordan.
Good afternoon.
Vinny's going to be really nice today. Well, that's the promise anyway.
Try and get something out of me.
Exactly. Anyway, Vin, on to things. We're here to talk about Vinny's bass playing, his favourite bassists, his favourite bass guitars, his influences and much, much more. But not a lot of people know this because in the beginning Vince started out as a roadie for Sham 69. Tell us a bit about it.
Well, back in, I think it was maybe 76, 77, me and H, a few others were going to gigs and that. I mean, we Marquee, the Hot Rods, the Jam, Pop Pacific Hall.
Yeah.
And then we started getting more into it, and then we was doing like the Vortex on a Tuesday night, the Roxy on a Sunday night. You know, just gigs all the time. And then bumped into Kevin Wells and Albert Maskell, who was working for Sham at the time.
Yeah, that's right.
Just got involved with Sham because Sham was a good band when they first started out, and it was good crack. And I ended up with Dave Trigana, you know, just helping out, and I'm helping out with the bass and that, and then helping out with the guitar with Dave Parsons, and it just grew and grew and grew. And I think I was with them for about 2 years. It was really good fun, and it really grounded me in like band boys.
Yeah.
Seeing how bands work and that.
Yeah.
But yeah, and that's how it all started.
Yeah. And then, of course, like you become bass player with
The world famous Rejects, yeah.
And like, who are your bass influences? Who the sort of people that you really like to listen to? And who's your top guys?
Back from anyone who picks up a bass, mate, to me, is a bass player who's got the guts to do it. But my early influences like obviously Geezer Butler, you know, even Paul Gray when he was in the Hot Rods. So I used to look up to him when I used to see the Hot. Think, well, look, he's only young and like, he was macing the game, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Really
we'll have Paul on this show.
And I admire anyone like that. And as my musical influence like grew and grew and grew. I mean, even Dave Trigana, lovely fella, and a good steady bass player. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he is.
So like in the early ones, but mainly Geezer Butler.
Yeah.
You know, from when I was a kid. Yeah. But then as time goes on, you start listening to other people. I mean, but I like all across the genres. I mean, Larry Graham, people like that, funk stuff and the slapping, I like that, you know what I mean? I don't always go to Mark King straight away because people go,
Mark King's the slapper.
But like Larry Graham and Lewis Johnson and that, people like that are really, you know, they're sort of like that sort of genre,
That
right?
sort of
But
genre.
me metal stuff and me rock stuff has got to be like normal suspects, Entwistle, Butler, you know, Cliff, obviously, but the biggest influence on me was Pete Way.
Yeah. Well, you've always been drawn to the heavier side of things. I've known that because I've known you since he was a young'un. We were both young'uns. So, I mean, Cliff Burton, as you said.
Yeah, we was about the same time as Metallica were coming through. We were starting out. And I remember I bought Kill 'Em All and I just thought, you know, what's going on here? Who's this geezer? You know what I mean?
Different.
And then Master of Puppets just killed me with him. You know what I mean? Like stuff like Orion and that.
Yeah.
You know, where's this geezer? Where's he getting this from?
Where's he getting it from?
Yeah.
Well, let's have a little clip here of Cliff Burton with Metallica. That was Cliff Burton, the mighty Cliff Burton, what a player he was.
Yeah.
Now you mentioned another name a little while ago, one familiar to both of us over the years, sadly departed, the old nut job, Pete Way.
Pete Way, what a lovely geezer, what a nice man, good bass player, but on stage he was a god, wasn't he?
He was the showman, wasn't he?
He was the showman.
Moggy didn't do much, Way did it all.
It was Pete, to just see him on stage was like, it was frightening sometimes what he used to get up to.
Yeah.
And he didn't bother about if he clanged a note or something, but it was just fantastic watching him.
Yeah.
You know,
I think Stevie Harris would admit that he took Pete's show right down to the spandex black and white bottoms, lock, stock and barrel.
I mean, Pete had so many admirers just because of his energy. His energy on stage was fantastic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But even from his early beginnings with
Yeah, absolutely.
with them stupid big shoes on and that, you know what I mean?
And we had many a good night.
Oh, yeah.
On
I will
the
say
road.
the man could drink.
Yes, he could. And look where that got him, poor old Pete.
Poor
Rest
old
in peace. I'll tell you what about it. Let's have a clip of the old nut job. Here's Pete Way.
Doctor, doctor, please. Whoa, miss I'm in. Doctor, doctor, please. Whoa, miss I'm in. She walked up to me and really stole my heart. And then she started to take my body apart. Living, loving, I'm on the run, so far away from you. Living, loving, I'm on the run, so far away from you.
Loved him.
Yeah, he was a
man.
great man and very good to us. We had some fun
he
memories.
was good to us,
recording the wild ones and stuff.
Yeah.
There you go. Right, Vin, the meat and two potatoes, or meat and veg. Let's have a look at some of your bass guitars. What's your day-to-day jobby on the road that you use mostly now?
Nowadays, it's, I'm a Spectre man. I just love Spectre guitar. This is my go-to bass. Me a European. This is one I play live all the time.
Yeah.
And it is just a fantastic piece of wood.
Beautiful one piece, yeah.
Yeah, it's just a fantastic piece of wood, and the noise out of these, well, God bless the man.
Is that are they active? EMGs,
EMG active, yeah. That's my go-to bass.
Yeah.
What else we got? Also using, I've got a RB4, which I sometimes use, but got a bit over the top, and the lights put in it.
Hey, look at that!
Sim's put the lights in for me, which is they've done a really great job. But the only trouble is, some of our shows, if I start using this, you know what's going to happen. They go, "Who do you think fucking you are?" You know what I mean?
But we ain't at the festival season yet. That's the time.
I use it at festivals.
Yeah.
But this is a great sounding bass.
Yeah, I can attest to that. It's thunderous.
It is thunderous, and it's it is what it is. It's a bloody good Spectre. You know what I mean?
And it's got a lovely finish. And what is this? Shades of Pete Way, ladies and gentlemen.
At the minute,
he ain't gone yet, the old monk.
Just started to use this.
Ooh.
It's me RB. That's Rex Brown signature Gibson, and this is just fucking awesome. This is because I've played Thunderbirds in the past, and they just are what they are. They look what they are. They're fantastic bass. So I'm just getting used to playing this, and I'll be playing this at the festivals.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I'll be playing at Hellfest, and if I meet Mr. Brown, he can sign it for me.
There you go.
So lovely.
And you can sign his bass.
Yeah.
That's the way we like it. And what have we got there, Vin, in the way of effects and stuff? What's your stage rig here?
I use a mini wah, because the big one, obviously, because travelling, so I use that one. I've got my compressor, because, you know, when you're using other people's gear and that, and the bigger amps and that, the sound just disappears into the ether. My tuner and my radio gear, and, of course, my Ernie balls, which I always use.
You listening, Ernie?
You listening, Ernie? Yeah. So
and also your amp is?
I'll use a dark glass, and I've got Warwick speakers, which is just
Dark Glass is a Finnish company, isn't it?
Yeah, Finnish company. Yeah.
So micro valve.
Yeah, micro valve. Yeah, powerful.
And I can attest it's a loud fucking setup. It's extremely loud.
Yeah.
Extremely. Oh, good. Right, we're going to do something which we do every time now, so it's not something a little different. This is all part of Mick Geggus' rock and roll campfire because it's a bullseye! Get in.
Rock and roll campfire!
Well, as we always say, you can't beat a bitter bullet. So here we are with Rock and Roll Campfire's 9 dart challenge. Now here's what's going to happen. Vincent's going to throw 9 darts, and at the end of that we'll group his score together and we'll convert pounds into points. Now at the end of series 1 he's got the greatest number of points. We'll convert that into money for his favourite charity. So I'm going to fuck off and be Tony Green just for a moment. 1 second, Vinny.
Ready.
Nice and relaxed now, Vin. Off we go. 20. It's another 20. Oh, and it's a 12. That's 52. That's a lot. 52. That's a 5. That's a 20. Oh, that's another 5. That's 30. Shit. 82. And that's a 20. That's a fucking lot. So, can someone enlighten me as to what Vinny scored? Because I haven't got a fucking clue.
Well, we're going to skip
82 plus yours.
36, 56, 61. And put a,
What's this?
put the 82.
Yeah.
130.
Where's Rishi Sunak when you need it?
132. 132.
132. Vinny scores 132, ladies and gentlemen. And that, sorry Rich, that's buggered everyone else. So that is the highest score on Rock and Roll Campfire so far. Certainly not Bus Fare Home. Oh, and... Moo!
Rock and roll campfire!
Well done, Vin. Let us see if that will be a winning score, or will it be Bus Fare Home?
We'll have to see later.
We'll have to see later, yeah, at the end of the first series of the Rock and Roll Campfire. Right, back to the rest of this year. It's our last year on the road, as it were. What's your thoughts and feelings on that, mate?
Well, I'm looking forward to the rest of the year. I'm looking forward to going to Australia, New Zealand. Well, not so much Australia because they can't drink, but Japan where they can drink.
Oh, yes.
I'm looking forward to Japan for drinking with them. They're lovely people and they can drink, not like the Australians. So yeah, and the rest of the year we're just doing festivals and just enjoying the rest of the year, the last year, and then maybe next year we'll see what happens. Just do a couple of festivals.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm an old man now, so you don't want to see me drop dead on stage, do you? Or do you?
Well, I don't know. Wax sales of the box set up, wouldn't it, Rich? Anyway.
Does that help if the bass player drops dead?
Everybody loves you when you're dead.
Oh, there you go.
There
well,
you
we
go.
can think about it. Well, we're both in a category, aren't we?
Yeah,
Like,
so we
you know,
could, yeah.
We're both the old men of fuck.
with the
We're both the
rejects.
refusals of the rejects here.
Well, the thing is, we die most nights anyway, so it don't matter, does it?
Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Well, let's have a quick look at Vinny and Ive on stage. Company Rejects. And basically that brings us to the end of this edition of Mick Geggus' Rock and Roll Campfire. Cheers, Vinny. Top man, brother, and I'll see you Saturday. So there you go. We'll be back for our next episode of Mick Geggus' Rock and Roll Campfire. Join us on the Rock and Roll Campfire Facebook page. You can get us on Instagram. You can get us on mickgeggus.com, coming soon, and also on YouTube. So from this episode, it's goodbye from him. And it's goodbye from him and me from Mick Geggus' Rock and Roll Campfire. Yes, it is.
No parental guidance because there was no bad language.
Nah.